Welcome to this tutorial. I'm going to be showing you how to set up a reflux. When you come into the lab, you need to be wearing your lab coat fully done up and have your safety glasses on and over your eyes. All of the lab scripts contain COSH and risk assessment information, and you need to have read this before you start working. Setting up the reflux condenser correctly is really important, because if you don't, you can have floods on the bench or on the hot plate. So this is your reflux condenser, and you're going to have water coming in at the bottom and out at the top. You need 2 pieces of condenser tubing, and you'll notice that one of them is quite a lot longer than the other, and that is so that I can have a longer piece for the out and a shorter piece for the in. So you put them on so that they go all the way on, and then connect it to the tap. So the bottom is connected. Just going to clamp that to hold it, and then on the out I usually put a boss, and this just means that it'll hold that in the sink so that if any of this gets moved, it won't come out and make a flood. So I'm just going to turn this on before I do anything else to leak check it. So you don't want it on a lot. So that's all in the sink. And now, just to get the height, I've got the flask on. And when we come to do the reaction, I'm going to clamp on the flask. So that's all set up. And when you're doing that stage, you might find it's easier to have a second pair of hands to either hold the condenser set up or the clamp. So now I've got everything in the flask, I'm just going to add some anti-bumping granules. So if you do the second, so when you're putting this on, make sure that the conical flask is flat on the hot plate. The condenser is into the quick fit joint of the flask, and then turn your water on so it's flowing out but not too much, and then you can turn the hot plate on, turn up the heat, and start waiting for it to reflux. So initially it'll heat, then it'll boil, and then it'll reach the reflux point. The reaction is now at reflux point, and you can see that because it's boiling, and you can see the reaction mixture is dripping from the bottom of the condenser. So now you can start your timer. So it's been refluxing for 15 minutes, so I'm going to turn the heat off. And while it's still hot, I'm going to take the condenser out. I'm going to leave that on. Just going to put it down, and then I'm going to undo the clamp so this isn't hot to hold. And then I'm going to pour my reaction mixture in and leave the anti-bumping granules behind. So you need to add about 10 drops of methyl orange. Just give that a swirl. And then up to 20 mils of sulfuric acid. So it's got a little bit over. So pouring that in, and you can see as I'm pouring it in, you're getting the benzoic acid forming. So let's pour a bit in. And that is your crude benzoic acid. So this is now ready for purification. So if you watch the recrystallization video, I'll show you how to recrystallize it. Thanks for watching, and if you've any questions, send me an email.